Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. If you haven't had Mona Houston smash that subscribe button, go and have her smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to the following patrons: Lori, 559CO, Ruben, Cornbread Killer, Herb Yuma AZ, CJ Zalvalza, EOP Whisper, Las Vegas Slides Live. I'm a gas yo ass. You have to understand, when this dude puts his handles, I can read the context, right? It's all this shit that people yell at you in ad saying, I'm gonna gas your ass. I'm gonna gas you. It's like, motherfucker, God, I just want to come to work, right? Pre of these nuts, Lockdown 5, Crystal Bond, La Reina, Don't Trip, Winston, Tony, thank you for upgrading your membership. Again, if you want to upgrade your membership and get a shout out, make sure you hit that link in the description below. Alejandro, Trailero 760, Armando, Abuelita Irma, Abuelita's Journey, Breathing Underwater, El Skid, Obi Cat, Lead with Love, Albert 12, AI Vega, Esquiel, Big Bad 48, JT, Nova, Linda, the Retired CEO, Michigan Wolverines, Mikey 559, the homie Maria, Chevelle 66, Gigi, and Douse Herrero. If you have not already signed up for that Patreon, make sure you hit that link in the description below. You're definitely missing out. This episode right here, man. Hector, are there such things as racist prisons? Hector, on the green side, the CO side, the administration side, the staff side, do you guys favor one race over the other in terms how an institution is ran, a prison? I'm going to keep it 100% real. Don't shoot the motherfucking messenger, right? The Lord sent me here from up above to come and speak the whole truth, nothing but the truth, all right? It all has to do with like demographics and geography. Geography, geographical locations, okay? Calipatria State Prison, Centinela State Prison is right on the border of Mexico. I should have pulled up a little map. I didn't. Once I get like better editors and stuff like that, I don't even have one right now. You'll see. Southern California, right? Latinos, Latinas, mostly Latinos, Mexicans, Paisas, Calexico. It's the truth. That is what your administration, prison, genre setup is going to be the majority, right? You ain't really going to be seeing too many black staff members in the higher echelon at those southern prisons. Reason being is, like, in general, population wise, growing up in the Imperial Valley, there wasn't much black people. There were, but they kind of just fit in with the Mexicans. So to us, they kind of just were Mexican, right? So southern location, definitely the Mexicans, right? And the whites, okay? When I was an officer, this is when I was an officer for 8 years, from 2006 to 2014, 2015. I didn't know the CDCR politics, okay? I was just a fucking CO showing up to work with a lunch bag and a green jumpsuit. I didn't know who lieutenants were, who fucking captains were, who associate wardens were, who chief deputy warden, the public information officer. Maybe barely knew who the goon squad lieutenant was, not even that. So it's like, but yeah, all Mexican for sure. On top of that, you would hear like the Calexico car, but that's neither here nor there, because you got to understand, like, in the Imperial Valley, you got Brawley, El Centro, Imperial, Calexico, Holtville, Heber. And for some reason, those small towns are always competing against each other. Like, who's the best? But to me, it's all the same because it's still the Imperial Valley. But I could see it, right? Kind of growing up in Brawley, you kind of see it like that. But once a car dominates, damn, you guys be acting like inmates, talking about cars, talking about areas, locations. I'm telling you, you're kind of like a product of your environment. The Calexico car, right? That was the strong for a long time. Like I said, man, I could care less. I knew I went to the academy with a lot of cool dudes from fucking Calexico. That was a blast. Oh, we laughed the whole entire time and had fun. But like I said, Southern California. Now let's go up to the most northern part of California. Let's say Pelican Bay State Prison and High Desert State Prison. What do you got up there, Hector? Well, you got some white folks, right? You got white folks. Geographically located, it's great for hunting. I've never hunted animals in my life, right? That's kind of crazy. Never had it in me in my heart to kill an animal. Leave it at that. But that's neither here nor there. A lot of hunting, fishing, trout, whatever. They wear those pants. They do the fly fishing. They be knowing how to skin deer. Right? I never hung out in that area, but a lot of white folks. From what I gather, from inmate side, blue, from staff side, green, it is pretty. I'll say it. I'll say the word. I don't want to spread propaganda or rumors or hearsay, but I mean the consensus is that it's very white up there. Okay, very white. White is right. So much so that from time to time, they would put out these emails, these memorandums for strike teams. The department was hurting for COs at these certain prisons. High Desert, Pelican Bay. I want to say Salinas Valley, but that's not what this. So you can volunteer, I think it was 30 days at a time or 60 days at a time. Think of a little deployment. They'll pay for your per diem, they house you in a hotel. You go over there and you work as much overtime, rack up your money as possible. The only reason I never went on a strike team was because I was trying to get a transfer to Donovan. That whole entire time, I didn't want it to look funny. Like, hey, look at this fool trying to put in a hardship transfer to Donovan, yet he's over here fucking around in High Desert and Pelican Bay. Right. Little did I know Donovan was gonna be my demise. Right. I was built GP. I wasn't, I don't have an SNY bone in me. The hell, Hector? That fucking place is a loony bin, right? Anyhow, we'll get to that place. There's one good yard, right? I'm trying to get nobody killed. But fuck no, man. I need some structure, some soldados, some pedazos. I need some fierros. Send me the huila, right? I need some motherfucking structure, man. My partner gets out of line, you pop him in the mouth. Well, actually, one guy got slapped across the fucking. Anyhow. Your boy needs structure, right? If not, if it's too wild, it's too wild. I don't like wild. On a strike team, one of my boys, man, he was at Centinela with me. He was at Donovan with me. He was at Wasco. He's currently at Wasco. This dude's a cool fucking cat, man. Marine. Happy belated Marine Corps birthday. Actually, we haven't chopped it up in a minute. We need to. He went on a strike team up to the Bay, Pelican Bay. This fool came down like upset, right? So we're like, hey, what happened? How is it? How is it up there? Did you see the shoe? Did you see any heavy hitters? Like, what is it like up there, man? Right, that's Southern California, Northern. That's a whole state. They ain't driving up there. He's like, hey, bro, they're like racist up there. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, hey, they don't talk to us. They didn't talk to us. Right, this is like the white COs. Right, don't kill the fucking messenger, man. I don't know why this dude would feel the need to lie to me. Plus, this was more than one person, more than one story. They don't talk to you. Right, you're up there. I mean, what do you mean they don't talk to you? They don't fucking talk to you, right? I don't know. They don't know if you're a rat, if you're because you're brown skinned. I don't know. They just don't talk to you. And that's understandable to not to be talked to in prison. Like initially, like there's different types of people. Some people just want to avoid you. They don't want to deal with you. Some people don't know what you're about. They don't want to test it. There's other people that will go out of their way to help you. That's always good, right? But everybody has their own theory. Then apparently that dude, my friend, got told, hey, we don't like your kind here. Why don't you go back down south? So he's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, bro, did he mean down south like Centinela or down south like Mexico? And he's like, I think he meant it like Mexico, bro. I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. Man, don't go back up there, bro. He's like, no, I know. What about me, bruh? I kind of look white, but he's like, don't go, bro. Don't go, Hector. All right, cool. So we covered the browns in the bottom. We covered the whites at the top. What about the blacks, Hector? The blacks be holding down any forts. The blacks be holding anything down. They be rolling deep. Oh, yeah, 100%. And again, don't kill the messenger. If you kill the messenger, you ain't going to hear no more messages, right? So keep your keep your blood pressure down. Keep your opinions to yourself. Actually, put it in the comment section. It's good for the algorithm. See, CIW. Oh my God. Right? Oh no. CIW to all black prison. Hector, why you gotta say, oh no? Why you gotta say it like that? Because, man, somebody like me ain't got shit coming. Fucking. One of the blacks are like, yeah, that's how we feel in those other locations, right? You ain't got shit coming. So here's the deal. Our CO's racist. They COs tend to, just like anybody else in life, I think you tend to go where you're comfortable, right? Where you're accepted. And that's a good way of putting it. So, like, hey, man, if I ain't going to be accepted in the fucking North, right? I'm definitely not going to be accepted with a bunch of blacks, right? And that's just by default. Right? I don't even have to do nothing. My skin is my skin. Mm-hmm. Amen. What the hell? I never told you guys, right? But my other persona, the big black beautiful woman, I never told you guys that. The fucking 11 months later, right? But yeah, I have two personas. One's a big black beautiful woman with an attitude, let me tell you. So, yeah, dude. And this is what we'll say. Okay, Lancaster, I never been there. CIW for sure. I did interview at CIW for Sergeant. And thank God they didn't pick me up. It's like the Riverside area, the IE, the Inland Empire. This is what we do be saying, right? This, you guys want to hear the fucking truth? I'm not going to hide it. This is the administration's doings. They're the ones hiring these managers and administration. They're the ones doing it. So, like, they'll be like, hey, what's up with, like, Chino, or what's up, like, with CIW? And they'll straight up tell you, oh, it's a dark prison. It's dark over there. What do you mean it's dark? Right? But when they say, oh, it's a dark prison, we already know what time it is. And yeah, I said not to kill the messenger. It kind of makes my blood boil too hearing that, but that's just the way it is in the CDCR, man. Wow. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I said it. So you got the Browns in the bottom controlling Southern Califas. You got the whites at the top. I don't know of any norteños holding down any forts. Like I said, I don't go up north like that, like hang out. That's not my area of responsibility. I don't have any. What the fuck am I talking about? In other words, I live here in Southern California. So you got my Woods up in the top holding down the fort. You got the Browns on the bottom holding down the fort. And you got the blacks right there. CIW, Lancaster, maybe Chino. I never been there. Maybe Norco. I never been there. Right, CRC. Let me tell you about Marcus Pollard, man. This fucking black warden that I worked for. Motherfucker looked like Suge Knight with Down syndrome, man. What the fuck, Hector? The hell are you talking about? This motherfucker. Let me tell you about Marcus Pollard. Donovan at the time was all Mexican deep, man. Because you had the warden who hired me, who promoted me twice. He promoted me to sergeant and he promoted me to lieutenant. He happens to be from my hometown. I didn't know him from back home. But I had a running joke that dude was my godfather, my Nino, because of how much love he showed me, right? Dude looked out for me, right? Sees me as a youngster. He remembers me from Centinela. He was the chief deputy warden over there. So let me tell you something. Another thing is when you're a manager, okay, let's say a warden gets picked up somewhere. They're going to bring their people. And this is what my dad told me. This is what I saw. So I had a lot of insight to the department because of my pops. Whenever there's a new warden, they're going to bring their people. Like, well, Dad, who's their people? The people they grew up in the department with, right? The people that they were officers with, sergeants with, lieutenants with, the people they had working for them. When they were a captain, they had a sergeant. Hey, guess what? You want lieutenant? Come over here. You want captain? Come over here. I got you. So now is that based on, like, let's say you have a lot of people interviewing throughout the state for a position at Donovan. The warden's gonna give it to their homie, right? Or home girl. You see how that goes. It's not nepotism, so to say. It's just the way it is. That's anywhere in life. But this is like the California Department of Corrections, the third largest law enforcement agency in the United States. So at the time, Donovan was Mexican, brown, deep, administration wise. You had probably like 2 black lieutenants. You had a really cool, awesome black female lieutenant. Shout out to her. Fucking awesome. She was at Centinela when I was there. Oh man, good one too. Good lieutenant. She actually, I saw her at Costco before I went. She's like, hey, don't come over to Donovan. Don't come over. I didn't listen to the lady, right? Enjoy your retirement. They know who she is. I liked her a lot. But like I said, it was just very few here and there. The minority, right? Numbers. When Pollard touched down, everybody could kind of already knew what was going to happen. The dude was going to hire a bunch of blacks. And that's exactly what he did. What do you want me to tell you? This is the truth. I mean, this is just, I observed it. I was fucking front row seat. He hired Halle Berry. She was community resource manager at Chino, never a CO. Hired her as the associate warden over a really, really, really good Mexican captain who was a Marine, who started at Salinas Valley, who knew policy more than anybody, who had the gift of gab more than anybody. The dude was the dude, right? So it's kind of, you can see how people get shorted, right? Oh, Hector, you're just saying that because he's Mexican. The lady was a community resource manager. Somebody that goes around and does fucking food sales, Chick-fil-A food fucking sales. This other candidate, competitor, was a Marine, right? You can't take away a title Marine. It was just their birthday. Worked at Salinas Valley. It was extremely dangerous there as an officer, sergeant, lieutenant, captain. Anyhow, I'm diving into too much of this BS. He hired another black lady from headquarters. I'm getting choked up here. As a captain, she came down. And I'm not knocking this lady. I liked her too. I liked her too. She started at Centinela. Good lady. Right. Very good lady. But I'm just telling you how everything played out. She made the comment, well, I didn't come to Donovan for captain. And the reason she said that was because there was going to be an upcoming position for associate warden. So you could read the writing on the wall. You put 2 and 2 together. Hey, she's going to get associate warden. All right, so now you got Halle Berry. You got this lady. She's cool. She's cool. She didn't like the BS that was happening either. Right, a lot of BS was happening. You had... you just started seeing it. Boom, 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 boom. Heavy. Sergeants, lieutenants. Boom, boom. ISU. Let's put 2 blacks in ISU. What the hell? They already got black patches, G. Oh, man. Right. So, Hector, did the prison get better after that? You're a dick, Hector. You're a dick for saying that. You know what, Hector? You have no chill. You have no limit. Well, Hector, did the prison get better after Marcus Pollard hired all these blacks? You're a dick. Boo! Good. Oh, fuck. It sunk. It sunk faster than the Titanic. It sunk. It sunk faster than the Titanic. And no, not because of their race, right? Oh, fuck. just because of like the way he went about it, right? He was hiring motherfuckers that either A, didn't know no better, right? So you have a CRM, community resource manager. She doesn't know no better. She's never gonna question the decision that this fucking idiot Pollard makes. She's not gonna know. You had a lady that just came from headquarters, mind you, nice lady, great lady, 2 thumbs up. But she started at Sentinel, but she was in headquarters for a limited period of time. She was out of the loop. So you see, like, he just surrounded himself with people that weren't going to challenge him or that didn't know no better. That's why he picked me as his PIO, public information officer. Well, I don't know if he got a bad read on me, a bad jump on me. I don't know. But I kid you not, man, and I swear on the Bible. I shouldn't be swearing on the Bible. Anyhow, when we were in that office, it was me, the snake, and him. And when he offered me PIO, and I was like, fuck. He said, you know what they're, he said, you're not black, are you? And I'm like, excuse me, sir? Right? Dude caught me off guard. This is the type of warden he was. You're not black, are you? And I'm like, no. He's like, because you know what they be saying out there, right? I'm like, well, but this dude really partaking in gossip, rumor, hearsay, high school shit. I'm like, no, sir, I don't know. They be saying I only hire blacks. This is what I said. Like, hey, I don't know anything about that, sir. Like, again, man, I'm not here to. I was trying to be a PIO. Well, I wasn't trying to. Fuck no, I wasn't trying to. But my mindset wasn't worrying about the BS. My mindset was professionalism. Yeah, that shit did not work out, man. You guys can see, right? Holy shit. Let me know what you guys think about that. This is the first time I actually aired this out. It came out. It kind of feels good to get it off my fucking shoulders. Threw in some humor because I love some humor. The message for today is, right? Race is a sensitive subject. Let's not BS. People have a lot of pride in their culture, a lot of pride in their ethnicity, their race, their historical background. But let that not blind us. Blind us from A, who the real enemy is, and B, the growth that we have come and will continue to make. With that, keep pushing forward.